Magandang araw at magandang gabi po sa mga nakakapanood sa gabi at sa lahat po ng naaabot ng video na ito. Welcome po dito sa AMB o Avoy Mix Videos. Ngayon po may video tayo mula kay The Most, no? At dito sa video niya, no, talagang pinagmalaki niya na ang Pilipinas ay ready sa mga modern warfare. At ito nga, ang Philippine Army nga ay tinitrain na sa isang tinatawag na combat drones. So wag na po nating patagalin, panoorin po natin at bigyan natin ng reaction ang video na ito. Inaasahan ko rin po ang inyong comment dyan sa comment box. So eto na po at i-play na po natin.
In today's modern battlefield, drones are no longer just tools for surveillance. They're frontline game changers, and the Philippine Army knows this very well. From combat operations in Marawi in 2017 to the fast-evolving tactics seen in Ukraine today, unmanned aerial systems, or UAS, are reshaping how wars are fought and won. But here's the twist. The Philippine Army is not just modernizing its regular force. It's also equipping its reserve command with cutting-edge drone capabilities. This is a massive leap for the Army's external defense posture. Let's dive deep into how this transformation started and where it's heading. The Army's journey with drones didn't happen overnight. In fact, it dates all the way back to 2012, when the Philippine Army began experimenting with unmanned aerial systems. With just 2.5 million pesos in initial funding, the Army began research and development of indigenous drones.
So, ito ay 2012, no? Inumpisahan, no, yung project, no? At mababa lang yung cost, ano? Sa 2 million. Okay? Kumpara doon sa nawawalang mga budget doon sa flood control. So, ngayon, mas modern na ang drones na yon, na kagaya ng mga ginagamit dito sa Ukraine, ano? Kumpara dito sa mga lumang ito, meron na po tayong mga bagong drones. So, tuloy po natin ulit.
Soon after, locally made drones, such as the Raptor and Night Falcon, entered the scene. And in 2017, during the Marawi siege, these drones were put to the test. They provided real-time surveillance to ground commanders, a capability that proved vital in urban warfare against well-entrenched enemy forces. From that point, the Army understood drones weren't just useful, they were essential. Recognizing their importance, the Army expanded its inventory. It acquired world-class systems such as Israel's Elbit Hermes, Skylark, and Thor UAVs. These assets didn't just give the Army eyes in the sky, they revolutionized its C4I Star capabilities. That's command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance. In simple terms, drones became the Army's force multiplier, allowing commanders to see beyond the horizon, locate enemies, and make faster, smarter battlefield decisions. But here's where things get even more interesting. Today, the Philippine Army is expanding this capability to its reserve force, the citizen soldiers of the nation. Through the Army Reserve Command, or RESCOM, reservists are being trained as organic drone operators. This is groundbreaking because for the first time, a support command is pioneering unmanned aerial operations. These reservists are trained using flight simulation software, practice drones, and actual first-person view or FPV operations. They're developing vital skills in rapid safety observation, reconnaissance, and tactical maneuvering, even in complex environments like dense jungles, remote islands, and volcanic clearings.
So, napakaganda po itong programang ito, no, ng AFP sa ating mga army, no. Kasi po, magkakaroon tayo ng isang brigade o isang combatant ng brigade ng drone, ay malaki po may tutulong nito, no, sa ating bansa. Sa kung meron tayong kagaya ng nangyari sa Marawi, at hindi lang po yan, yung mga external threat, kaya po nating labanan using drone. So may dalawa kasi ng klase na operation ng drone, isang for spy, no, or para magamit o makita sa camera, no. At yung isa yung tinatawag na yung ginagamit doon sa Ukraine, yung tinatawag nilang kamikaze drone, kung saan may camera na at nandoon na rin yung tinatawag na bomb, no? At siyempre, yung mga ganun parang disposable, ano? Pag medyo pricey yun kasi isang gamitan lang yun, tapos wala na, no? Pag naisend na sa kaaway, yun na rin mismo yung bomb, ano? At pagdating sa missile, ewan ko kung kaya nilang salubungin yung isang drone na nag-i-stop ng movement, no? Or hindi natin alam kung mayroong ganung missile na para salubungin yung drone. Pero alam ko, mayroong parang mga klase ng bazooka or hand carry missile na pwedeng pangsapul sa mga drone. So, sige po, ituloy na po natin itong video.
This initiative ensures that when the time comes, reservists can seamlessly integrate into active units, bringing with them modern drone warfare expertise. The big question is, why FPV drones? The answer lies in modern asymmetric warfare. Take a look at the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Cheap but agile FPV drones have been used for everything, from precision strikes on armored vehicles to providing real-time intelligence on enemy positions. They're small, fast, and hard to detect. And with the right training, even a single operator can influence the outcome of a battle. For the Philippine Army, this means
Yun yung sinasabi ko na hard to detect yung mga drones na yun. At saka on the spot, nakikita mo yung kalaban. On the spot, pwede mong pasabugin o habulin ng drone na yun, tapos pakawalan, ano. Kung marami po tayo niyan, kagaya naman nakita natin dun sa gera ng Russia at saka ng Ukraine. Sobrang nahirapan ang Ukraine sa drone tactic na ginagawa sobrang nahirapan ang Russia sa tinatawag na drone tactic na ginagawa ng Ukraine, ano? At nakita natin napaka-effective talaga ng drone pagdating sa warfare, ano?
For the Philippine Army, this means cost-effective modernization, leveraging affordable yet highly effective technology to counter threats in unconventional ways. This move also signals a major shift toward external defense. Traditionally, the Army has focused on internal security operations, fighting insurgency in mountains and jungles. But with growing tensions in the West Philippine Sea and the need to secure far-flung territories, the Army is adapting. Drones operated by both regular and reserve forces can provide crucial surveillance over remote islands, coastlines, and potential flashpoints. In essence, these eyes in the sky extend the Army's reach, giving it a modern edge in both defense and humanitarian missions. The Army's UAS program continues to grow. Recruitment and training of FPV drone pilots are ramping up to create a formidable drone corps within both active and reserve ranks. And this is just the beginning. With rapid advancements in drone technology, we can expect future developments such as long-endurance drones, AI-assisted operations, and swarm tactics, all of which could reshape the Philippine Army's role in modern warfare. The Philippine Army's investment in drone technology, especially through its reserve force, is a bold step toward modernization. From humble beginnings in 2012 to advanced systems today, the Army is proving that innovation, strategy, and adaptability are key to defending the nation in the 21st century. What do you think? Will drones become the Philippine Army's most important battlefield tool in the years ahead? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Philippine modernization updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
So, hanggang dito na lang po yung video natin at nagpaalam na yun, nasa video, no? At makikita natin dito yung mga tinitraining na army. Pero hindi ko alam kung yung iba army or ito ay isang competition, ano? Na parang may mga flag kasi, no? So, yun, meron mga, yun po, yun yung tinatawag nilang brigade ng drones, no? So, napaka-importante po na maging mahusay yung ating mga kasundaluhan dyan. At alam ko, kayang-kaya ng mga Pilipinong sundalo yung pag-ooperate lang ng drone na yan. At medyo gustong-gusto yan ng mga sundalong Pilipino. At para ka lang naglalaro ng video games. Pero alalahan natin, buhay po ang kapalit dito sa mga labanan, no? At para sa akin, patok na patok sa akin tong drones na to, no? Kasi marami nang napatunayan ng drones, no? Hindi lang sa gera, kahit sa pagsasagip ng buhay o yung tinatawag nating search and rescue operation, nagagamit itong drones na to, no? At yun nga sinasabi ko, ang anumang uri ng kagamitan o mga naiimbento, pwede mo itong gamitin sa kabutihan at pwede rin gamitin sa kasamaan, ano? At sana much more magamit ito sa kabutihan, ano? At more siyempre sa security, no, sa threat, no. Kagaya niya, nakikita natin sa video na patuloy yung pag-iensayo nila. At yung pera nito parang yung mas maliit yung kumbaga kumpara sa presyo ng mga missile, talagang mas makakatipid tayo dito, mas mura. Kumbaga, mas mura ang matitipid natin. Mas marami tayong mabibili, mas maganda. Kaya nakakapanghinayang po yung mga perang nauubos ng walang katuturan, kagaya sa mga flood control. At napupunta lang sa mga pamilya na nagpapakasasa sa yaman. Ano. Mas maganda kung napupunta yon sa gobyerno at napapakinabangan sa mga ganitong tinatawag natin teknolohiya na kakailanganin ng ating bansa, no? So ngayon, hanggang dito na lang po muna tayo at maraming salamat po sa panonood dito sa ating channel at gabayan nawa tayo ng ating Panginoon sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay. Maraming salamat po.